Hi all, dear fourth sem students. In this semester you will be having subject financial management. In this subject we are going to discuss various financial aspects like earning per share, calculation of working capital, and uh, how wealth maximization occurs, and what is the difference between profit maximization and wealth maximization, and as a financial manager what is the role to maximize investors wealth, etc. So to begin with, the meaning of financial management, and very important, 2 marks question in your sem exam. So meaning, financial management is nothing but it's planning, organizing, directing, and controlling the entire financial activities such as procurement and utilization of funds of the enterprise. So, as a financial manager, as a finance manager of an enterprise, how do you procure the capital or fund required? So, capital, it is the amount required to run or initiate any kind of business. So, the volume of capital depends upon the nature and size of the business, anyways. So, from where? What is the source for this capital or fund? So, we are going to discuss various types of sources, especially one thing is equity and another one is debenture. If the fund is being raised from equity shares by distributing shares to general public, then you have to pay dividend to the investors. Instead, if you borrow capital or if you borrow loan from the bank for the purpose of initiating business, then you have to pay interest along with principal amount to the banker. So, for 2 marks, if they ask what do you mean by financial management, it should be financial management is planning, organizing, directing, and controlling the financial activities such as procurement and proper utilization of procured fund to succeed in any type of business. So it is nothing but, in simple words, financial management means applying general management principles. General management, the principles of management, it's nothing but planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. So consolidatingly we can say that financial management is applying general management principles to financial resources of the enterprise. So and my request, or I insist you all, please maintain separate note for this particular subject, because we are going to solve lot and lots of problem related to working capital, calculation of EPS, etc, etc. Then the elements or scope of financial management, very important, 5 marks some exam question. So there are 3 types of decision as a financial manager you have to take. That is the reason we are studying scope of financial management. One is investment decision, and second one is financial decisions, and third one is dividend decisions. So the scope is categorized into 3 parts. One is investment decision, another one is financial decision, and third one is dividend decision. So if we talk about investment decision, it includes investment in fixed asset and investment in current asset. Once you procure the fund, or once the capital is being raised, then that capital should be invested in 2 parts. One portion of the capital is used to acquire fixed asset, that is long term assets, and another portion of the fund is kept aside to run day to day activities of the business, and that fund is called as working capital, and working capital is considered as current asset, investment in current asset. So broadly, working capital can be calculated as current assets minus current liabilities. So excess amount of current asset over current liability is considered as working capital. So in precise, the entire raised capital is being divided into 2 parts. One portion is used to acquire long term assets, that is fixed assets, and another portion is kept aside to run day to day activities of the business, called working capital. In the next unit we will discuss about working capital in detail. Then the second one is second scope or second element of financial management is financial decisions. Financial decisions relate to raising of finance from various resources, which will depend upon decision on type of source, period of financing, cost of financing, and returns thereby. See, we are discussing financial decision in different aspect. One is, what is the source? Source in the sense, either you can raise the required capital by issuing shares to general public. That means, equity shareholders are considered as owners of the company. Since they are the owners of the company, they are entitled to get the part of profit earned from the business. So that part of profit is called as dividend. That is dividend, very important 2 marks question. Later we will discuss in detail about dividend. So dividend is nothing but it is the part of profit which should be equally distributable among owners or equity shareholders. So why it is part of profit? Where is the other part of profit? We will discuss. So financial decision, it depends upon the decision on type of source. Source, either equity shares or debt. Equity or debt. Then period of financing. If you talk about equity and debt, if you raise the capital by borrowing loan from any kind of financial institution or bank, then you have to pay them back periodical interest along with part of principal. That means one fine day the entire loan will be paid back to the financial institution along with interest. If the capital is being raised by issuing shares to general public, by issuing equity shares, then the principal amount remains with company itself, remains with business enterprise itself until the entire company is being terminated, the entire business is being terminated, or the entire company is being liquidated. So the period of financing, if you borrow loan, you have to pay back interest along with the part of principal amount, so that one fine day the entire loan amount will be paid back or terminated. And cost of financing, if you consider cost of capital, that is one more unit we are going to discuss in detail. Cost of capital, if the loan is being borrowed, then you have to pay the interest, that is the cost of capital. And if you raise the capital by issuing shares to general public, you have to pay them back dividend periodically. That dividend is considered as cost of capital. And the returns thereby, returns in the sense, if the capital is being invested, then you have to pay dividend by your earnings or net profit. So these are the two types. And third one is dividend decision. So dividend decision, see, they may ask for 2 marks individually. What do you mean by dividend decision? What do you mean by investment decision? What do you mean by financial decision? So individual, it carries 2 marks. Consolidatingly, they may ask for 5 marks. What is the scope of financial management, or what are the elements of financial management? So the finance manager has to take decision with regards to the net profit distribution. So earlier we were discussing about part of profit which is equally distributable among its equity shareholders or its shareholders, is called as dividend. And another part, where does it go? So once the net profit is being earned, then the organization or the business enterprise keeps aside some amount of fund for the purpose of business expansion, or for the purpose of reinvesting, or the purpose of initiating some new projects. That particular portion is called as retained earnings or reserves. So once the company keep aside certain amount as a reserve, remaining amount, that is the part of profit which is equally distributable among its shareholders, is called as dividend. So as a finance manager, you have to take decision on what is the amount to be kept aside and what is the amount to be distributed as dividend. So these are the 3 elements, or these are the 3 scope of financial management. Then the objectives of financial management. If you talk about objective, then the primary objective is to procure or to identify prospective source of capital and raise the required fund and allocate raised capital effectively. So this is the primary objective. So that's what I have mentioned in this slide. The financial management is generally concerned with procurement. Procurement from by issuing shares or from any financial institutions you have to borrow. That is the procurement of capital. And allocation, proper allocation of fund, that is on fixed asset and certain portion is allocated to the current asset as a working capital, and control of financial resources of a concern. Once these capital is being allocated to various sources, those sources should be monitored periodically. That is, as a financial manager, you have to take control on all the sources, or all the application of the fund where you have allotted these things. And secondary objectives are to ensure regular, see, the objectives of financial management may be asked for 5 marks, or either they may ask for 5 marks or 15 marks in your SEM exam. So note down this: 5 marks or 15 marks topic, objectives of financial management. Under that, primary objective is to procure required capital and properly allocating raised capital and periodical control over it. Then secondary objectives are to ensure regular and adequate supply of funds to the concern. Why you need adequate or regular supply of fund? Because to run business you have to you require every day, you require fund every day. So you, as a financial manager or as a financial expert, you have to ensure that regular and adequate supply of funds to the concern for the success in the business. Then to ensure adequate returns to the shareholders, which will depend upon the earning capacity, market price of the share, expectation of the shareholders, etc. So while discussing dividend decision, the dividend is positively correlated to the market price of the share. In later class, in next few classes, we will discuss elaborately on this topic. So as a shareholder, why do they invest? They anticipate more return on their investment. As a finance manager or financial expert in any business concern, what is your duty? To make sure that investor or shareholder gets maximum return on their investment. So that's what I have mentioned: to ensure adequate returns to the shareholders, which will depend upon the earning capacity, market price of the share, expectation of the, you have to meet the expectation of the shareholders. Then to ensure optimum fund utilization. So that is the proper allocation of raised capital. Once the funds are being procured, they should be utilized in maximum possible way at least cost. See, while raising capital itself, you have to consider cost of capital. So you may borrow loan at the rate of 12%, 15%, then the cost of capital is quite more. You have to pay more interest. So as a financial expert, you have to consider cost of capital while raising capital. Then to ensure safety on investment, funds should be invested in safe venture in the sense safe projects or safe kind of businesses, so that adequate rate of return can be achieved. So as a financial expert or financial manager, you have to make sure that the raised funds are being invested safely or in prosperous manner. Then to plan a sound capital structure, there should be sound and fair composition of capital, so that a balance is maintained between debt and equity capital. So capital structure, the capital, if the 100 rupees is being raised, and that 100 rupees is called capital, and in that 100 rupee, 50 rupee is being raised by issuing shares to general public, and remaining 50 rupees is borrowed from any financial institution. Then you can say that this 100 rupees capital structure is consisting of 50 rupees equity and 50 rupees debt. So as a finance manager, you have to balance between these two, equity and debt. So the ideal capital structure is debt to equity ratio is 1:1. So in today's class, in the first class, we conclude with objectives of financial management. In the entire class, we have discussed about meaning or definition of financial management and elements or scope of financial management for 5 marks. In that, we have discussed 3 types of decisions. One is investment decision, and another one is financial decision, and another one is dividend decision. And we have elaborately discussed objectives of the financial management. So objectives, primary objective is to raise capital, identify the proper resource for the capital and raise required capital and properly allocate raised capital. So these are the objectives of financial management. In next class we will discuss further. Thank you.